Hi, I'm Eve from Mystic Rainbow Tarot. Thank you for tuning in today and supporting this channel. This is a reading on Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes and how they are doing. I haven't done a reading on these two for a few months, so I hope they are fine. And anyhow, I hope you are all fine and well and having a good day. Also, please remember to like, share, comment if you wish to, and subscribe to support this channel. And a big thank you to everyone who has and anyone who's about to. So let's dive into the reading and see what they're up to. So what are Shawn and Camila up to? Shawn and Camila, how are they? Shawn and Camila. Just give these a quick shuffle. Shawn and Camila. What are they doing? How are they? Are they still together? Shawn and Camila. Just put a few cards down. I'll put these cards to one side out of the way. I'm just hoping these cards are in focus. So firstly we have the Eight of Hearts and the Retreat. So with this Eight of Hearts and the Retreat, I feel this relates to Camila. And I sense that she's been away from Shawn for a while, maybe working or something. But I do feel that this was a much needed emotional escape from issues surrounding their relationship. As I sense isolation together became a bit too much, as it did for many relationships and marriages, because you can be with a partner too much and you get on each other's nerves, and every relationship needs some space for it to flourish. So the relationship became out of balance in isolation. And just looking at the picture on this card here, if you look closely, I mean, everything looks great from the outside, and this is the love they share, the hearts that are surrounding them. But if you look on it, the female, her eyes are tightly closed, and that's not a very good sign. And I feel that relates to Camila. And the reason her eyes are so tightly closed is she's afraid to look forward, because she knows she may not like what she sees. I see there is some role play here. Shawn thinks he needs to look after her. He feels very protective of her, and Camila thinks she needs looking after. But this is a more one-sided relationship I'm getting. And although they both love each other, and you can see that with those vibrating hearts there, the love's there, but Camila is afraid to look to the future. That's why her eyes are closed. She doesn't want to see what she knows Shawn actually wants, and she's afraid of the commitment that Shawn wants. It's almost like she needed this time and space away from Shawn to reflect on things and to be in her own personal space, which you can see with this Retreat card, because this is more in her mind than anything. This is a peaceful place. It's just away from that relationship for a while to reflect on what she does want. So and now they're back together again, though. I feel there's some codependency here, and that's why they haven't broken up yet, and that's how they keep coming back to each other. So this card is a wake-up call for them to address the issues in this relationship. They need to face up to and talk about what they both want for this to balance. because it's looking like Shawn wants commitment, you know, marriage and children, and Camilla is afraid to take that plunge. That's why the female in this card's got her eyes tightly closed. She's guessing what's coming, but she doesn't really want to face it. So there's also something else that I'm getting here. It's about self-love. Deep down, Camilla must really love herself. She's got to work on herself so that she can commit to this relationship and give everything to it. And that's what's needed to balance it. No one else can do that job for her. Anyway, I do feel they're soulmates, but it doesn't always work out between soulmates because they have lots of things to work through, and sometimes the timing is wrong for one of them to heal, and I feel like Camilla has some healing to do. So we'll just have to see what else we get in this reading. So next we have the Force and the Turnaround. That's that card and that's that one. So this is about, for this relationship to flourish or move forward, they must allow things to be more fluid and free, and that relates to Shawn, rather than rigid and controlled. I feel like Shawn is trying to control the circumstances of this relationship because he wants something more. And it's always important to master your own emotions so that they don't rule the relationship. I feel he's dominating with Camilla in a way that, like I say, he's just trying to push for more all the time. And the worry is that he'll push her away. I don't know if you've been in a relationship where you're not quite ready yet to make a long-term commitment or go for engagement or anything, and someone keeps on about it. It can be off-putting. So as long as Shawn stays gentle and loving, I feel like, you know, it'll be fine. But I do feel the energy of Shawn kind of gets frustrated, and this could lead to rows, as I feel like Shawn basically wants to marry Camilla and have children with her, but Camilla's not ready for that. She's got a lot on with her career. I feel that Shawn has done a lot with his career, and there's still a lot that's down the road for Camilla to do, and she knows that. So if she was to stop now, get married and have a child, although Shawn would be fine with her keeping her career, I do feel that she knows, like most women do, you can't leave your child indefinitely with a childminder or your husband. You're going to have to put a lot more time in, and that means a lot less time in your career. So I feel like that's some of the issue here. She's just not ready for that. Doesn't feel quite old enough right at the right stage either. But I feel he's got to detach himself from the outcome more and relax more and have more patience, because trying to push for things is affecting this relationship. And also with this turnaround card in the reading, I feel like Shawn needs to just observe what's going on and take a step back to reflect on the issues and what's really happening. Not just what he wants, but what's really going on, and stop feeling the need to manage and control the circumstances of this relationship. I think Shawn has been through a difficult time while they've been apart and Camilla's been away. And he may well have gone to family members, I feel like his parents, for advice on help with this relationship. Because it's like Camilla put everything on hold for a while. and while she was away, that is, and they've both been trying to figure out what they both want from this relationship. So what I make of this, one of these feels like they would have to make a large sacrifice in the long term for this to work out, and I feel that's Camilla. She's juggling a lot with her career at the moment, and that does put strain and stress on any relationship, and she can't put enough time into both. So they need to work on how to make enough time to balance things between work and this romance. So let's just put these cards there. The next card we have is the Page of Angels. It's a lovely card with a nice bright angel on. So this relates to, there's been some idle gossip in the media in the past about Camilla and Shawn splitting up, when in fact they've just been working apart from each other. And that's due to Camilla's work schedules. The problem with the papers is sometimes they believe what they choose to believe and not what's true, because these two haven't been seen together for a while, and so it suits the press's agenda to make a story about them splitting up, not because it's true, just because it sells papers. So they need to ignore that sort of thing. The next card is the Two of Hearts. So I feel like the time that they have been apart while Camilla was away working has actually done their relationship some good now, and there has been some sort of truce, because I feel with isolation together they weren't getting on. And I think that's a little bit sad for these two, because they thought they'd get on a lot better. But now they are seeing eye to eye again, and they've come back to it fresh because they've had some time apart. And at the moment there's a lot of compassion, and they've missed each other, and they're being very loving and kind to each other. And I think they're appreciating what they have more together. So everything's going well at the moment, but they did go through a rocky patch in isolation, but they're made up now, you know, and they're all loved up again, and everything's, you know, okie dokie and fine at the moment. So I'm just going to take my oracle cards and see what other messages we can get about these two. So I'll just give these a quick shuffle. Please clarify about Shawn and Camilla. Clarify about Camilla and Shawn. Clarify their relationship. Any more messages we're allowed to know about Shawn and Camilla? So I'll just put 4 down, see what we've got. So the first card we have is past life relationship, and that's a lovely card with these two cuddling here. So I have said in my previous readings these two are soulmates, but this just clarifies why some people don't see them as compatible, and a lot of people think they're not a likely couple, but none of those things actually matter to soulmates. They instantly recognize each other at a deeper soul level, and that's what's happened. And the magnetism that draws soulmates together, it surpasses any logic. They kind of can't keep away from each other, because, you know, they've been together in a past life, not that they'll remember that, but their souls do, and their souls want to carry on healing and learning. So the purpose of this relationship is for them to grow as people, personally and spiritually, and that's why soulmates don't always stay together. When their lessons are learnt, they part and go their separate ways, but others do stay together and manage to find unconditional love for each other. So it just depends on them. And the next card is chemistry. and that's a nice card, romantic card there. So so there is this strong magnetic attraction here, and they have this undeniable chemistry between them, and we can see that ourselves. The next card is let go of control issues. So I hope you can see that. So I think this relates to Shawn, and you know, he's trying to control circumstances of their relationship. He's always pushing for more rather than leaving things and waiting to see how they progress naturally. His control issues are just his fear surfacing. He's afraid of things ending because you know, it was a long time in his mind for this to progress into a romance. He was friends with Camilla for a long time. He's fought hard to get Camilla. He doesn't want to lose her, but he's got to be careful not to push her away, I think. So we'll have to see what happens with that. The next thing is, the next card is free yourself. And there we've got a lovely unicorn, but is trapped in a pen there and can't see a way out at the moment. So so this relates to Camilla, and deep down she may be feeling trapped because she has kind of relinquished control to Shawn, and she feels a bit smothered in the relationship. Now Camilla does love Shawn and Shawn loves Camilla. I think Shawn needs to back off a bit, but that's up to him. He needs to look at this and pull back a bit, give her some space, and see how it goes, because she's not quite up to speed with him with the commitment yet. This is funny because I see this a lot the opposite way around when I do readings, with guys not wanting to commit, but this way around it's Camilla. She's just not in the right time in her life just yet. But you know, I do see this going on for quite a while, but if they can't address these issues, I don't see it lasting. But personally, I like these two as a couple, and I really do hope things work out for them, and I wish them all the best, and I hope they turn it around. Anyway, that's the end of the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Bye for now, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next reading.